Hey guys, so I'm gonna do my TBR check-in, book haul, book balance, you know, those videos that I love to watch. These are some of my favorite videos, like balancing, whatever. I find them extremely enjoyable, so I am officially gonna start doing them now. So I did just want to mention before I get started, it's my January like book haul plus, you know, at the end of January, how my TBR is looking. So spoiler alert, since I haven't finished my bookshelf tour or bookcase tour, I have theoretically, I say theoretically because there are a lot of books, and when you have so many books, sometimes it's a little bit easy to lose track of what's happening. But I theoretically have 1,498 unread books on my shelves, which is not even accurate. It's actually more than that. There's a bunch of kids' books that I did not include because I was just like, towards the end when I was like trying to, you know, figure everything out, I was just like, I can't really deal with this. So there are other books. So it's definitely higher than 1,500, but I'm just not in the mood. So we're just going to say it's 1,498 and hopefully I can get it below 1,400 by the end of the year, but not looking good so far. I have my little math of what has happened. Okay. So I read 4 books. I theoretically have just posted my wrap up recently. I just filmed it literally 5 minutes ago. So I am assuming I'm going to post that before I post this. And so 4 books read, 1 book DNF'd, and there's 17 books in this stack that I have hauled in the month of January. So that means I've added 12 books to my shelves already. And I added almost 3,000 pages. I added 2,777 pages to my to-read shelves. So not a great start to the year. February is going to be probably even worse. Actually, maybe not as bad. I don't think I bought quite as many books in the month of February, but I definitely have not read anything so far in February. Well, I've finished 3 comics, but I also bought those 3 comics this month. So, you know. Okay, so first I will mention the things that I received in the mail, like as subscription things. So I got my issue of N+1, it's number 41, and it is Snake Oil is the name of this issue. I have just been so bad about reading things that I'm supposed to read. That's okay. I also got my January 2022 poetry magazine. And then for my, what is it called? My Literati Insisto book. I got High Risk Homosexual, and it's a memoir, and it is by Edgar Gomez. And I don't believe this is translated. Nope. And this is a Soft Skull book. So I have, oh no, that's a lie. I have other Soft Skull Press books on my shelves. But I have never heard of this. And I think when I added it to my Goodreads, it only has like 140 ratings maybe. But the cover is really, really fun. I just wish it wasn't that shiny shine, drives me crazy, but I'm excited. So, oh, and Layla Lalami is blurbed on the front and says the arrival of a major new talent. So I am really, really hoping to read this very soon. I don't know, something about it intrigues me a lot, so I'm excited about that. Then I have some books that I purchased for the Invisible Cities project, which I've just been doing so poorly with. I can't even talk about it because it's so embarrassing. I purchased 1 book from, and these are all, well, no, one of them is from Uganda, but the other 2 countries are January countries, and I did not read any of these books. So the first one is Suicide Club by Rachel Heng, and she is from Singapore. She is a Singaporean author, and I don't believe this is translated either. I don't see anything indicating that it is, and a lot of books from Singaporean authors are written in English. So I will, when I read this, I will tell you for sure if it's translated or not, but I don't think it is. And then I have 2 books from Guyana. I'm pretty sure Guyana, so British Guyana. I think it was British Guyana and now it's Guyana, or I have purchased the books from the wrong country, or at least one from the wrong country. So anyways, yeah, they both say British Guyana, but I think it's the same thing. I probably should have looked at it ahead of time. So anyways, the first one that I have here is University of Hunger, Collected Poems and Selected Prose by Martin Carter, edited by Gemma Robinson. And again, more shiny covers, but really interesting cover. There's a picture of the author on the back there. And let me see, this might not be translated either. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't want to investigate right now because I have a lot of books to talk about. So, but yeah, I am obviously excited to read this. And this is Blood Axe Books, which is a publishing house that I have definitely never heard of. Oh, wow. So the cover is a painting. So it says cover painting, 20th Century Plague, The Victim of AIDS by Roger Brown. So that's what this is. It's a painting by Roger Brown. And if I remember to find things to link them below, I will. And then I also purchased My Bones and My Flute, A Ghost Story in the Old-Fashioned Manner by Edgar Mittelholzer. And this is a People Tree Press book, which is very exciting because they, it says here at the bottom, People Tree Press is home of the best in Caribbean and Black British fiction, poetry, literary criticism, memoirs, and historical studies. I think Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading has highlighted People Tree Press in the past, but I didn't even realize that I was buying a book by them, and I'm very excited that I am. And I don't see a translator for this either. So again, I will get back to you on that. And then I also purchased one book for Uganda, which again, I think that we're doing this month, but it's just not going to happen at this point. This is Song of Lawino and Song of Okol by Okot Bitek. Okot Bitek. It's there for you. Beautiful cover. Yeah. So let's see if this, I don't think this is translated either. But there are illustrations in it. And so there's an illustrator mentioned. So here's a copy of, an example of an illustration. So yeah, I am excited about this. This looks to be like a long form, like poetry situation, long form poetry. I don't know what the word is. And again, I am very tired. So those are, if I even said I was tired, those are the books that I purchased for Invisible Cities Project. And then I'm trying to also like do some list things. So I purchased these two books because they're on lists. The first is King Solomon's Mines by H. Rider Haggard. And I am nervous to read this book because it's like about colonization, I'm pretty sure. So you know, we'll see. We'll see if I make it all the way through. Who knows? And then also The Crucible by Arthur Miller. And I don't know if you can tell this is a UK book. So since I was making a purchase on Blackwell's, I decided to get a couple more of the little cuties. So I got A Cup of Sake Beneath the Cherry Trees by Kenko, and On the Beach at Night Alone by Walt Whitman. And this one, I assume, is translated. Yeah, translated by Meredith McKinney. This one right here. And then I'm also trying to participate in Goodreads. See, the problem is that I had like a lot of like lofty ideas and goals and dreams in December for how this year was going to go. But again, I forgot that I was getting married and that nothing was going to happen in January or February. So I also purchased one of the Goodreads group's books, Magdalena, River of Dreams, A Story of Colombia by Wade Davis. And I believe this is just a nonfiction book. It says travel, so I assume this person travels to Colombia. So I will read that eventually. It's like a really, really heavy book. I don't know what these pages are made out of, but this is like super heavy. And then the next ones I bought like on travel things, and we're getting actually close. There's only 3 books left. So the next 2 I bought, Jake and I went to get our flowers, or to order our flowers. And I think at this point, maybe none of these books or some of these books had come in, because this was like quite, I guess it wasn't that early in the month. It was probably like early to mid January. And I was having a lot of anxiety and I hadn't bought any books. And so I was like, let's go into Broadway Books because it's right next to Broadway Floral, which is where we got our flowers from. And so I purchased 2 books. So that's fun. I got Home Reading Service by Fabio Morabito, translated by Curtis Bauer. I have no idea what this is about. It's from Other Press. but you know, it looks translated, and oh, it is translated, and it is a small press. So, and then I also got an Inventory of Losses by Judith Schlansky. I don't think this one is translated though. Let me see. What is? Yes. By Jackie Smith, and it's a New Directions book. And I think when I was checking out, the guy that was checking us out or checking me out said that he was really interested in this or something. They made a comment about this book, so I'm excited about that. And the last book I bought on my bachelorette trip, we went to Vegas. Whoop whoop. Probably a stupid idea because it was like before the wedding, but everything worked out. No one got COVID. Yeah. But I think this was on the way home. I was like, I need a book to commemorate the trip. And so I purchased this. I'll be honest, I forgot to buy a book like in Vegas. Plus, do they even have bookstores in Vegas? At least not on the Strip, probably. So I bought this in the airport on the way back. And you know, your airport selection, not as large as you would like. But I have been wanting to read this. And so it was there and I purchased it. Not really themed for the bachelorette party, but that's okay. The Dead Are Arising, The Life of Malcolm X by Les Payne. And then Tamara Payne finished the book after Les Payne passed away, unfortunately. And I'm super excited to read this. My only thing is that is this print weird? It feels kind of like it's large print. I don't know. Something about this book is kind of off to me. And it was a lot of the books were beat up in general. I picked the nicest one, and it's still and again, I'm not really particularly precious about my books or anything, but it's just kind of weird when I was looking at the books. They all kind of seemed a little off. So anyways, those are the books that I purchased, and yeah, hopefully starting in March, I'll be more relaxed and chill and not spend so much money on books because I need to save my money now. So anyways, if you've read any of these and you're interested in telling me how you felt about them, that would be cool. Or whatever other words like that people say at the ends of these videos. I'll see you guys next time.